I need to bring it around. I think for me, every day is a different experience for me. I've had some really difficult days when I've had a long day at work or I've just heard a really heavy story. I've just sort of struggled to switch off, so I have had difficulty with that. There's been times where, I get home and I don't really want to talk to anyone. I don't want to talk to my family. I just want to retreat to my room and just shut down and just switch off. And it's one of those things that you really need to be aware of your body, and when it's trying to tell you something, that's the only way you'll be aware that your mental health is being impacted on by the work that you're doing. Otherwise it's just hard to know. I've also had days where I've just felt physically exhausted, but I haven't really done anything that's physically demanding, so it's like, what could be going on and why am I feeling that way? You just feel like you're exhausted for no reason, and that's usually like a sign that I need to get my mental health looked at or intact, or I need to take a break, or I need to do something for myself, because my body tends to tell me when my mind is exhausted. So I think my mental health in general has been okay, but that's because I'm quite aware of my body and I know when to stop, and I know when I need to do a bit more for self-care and stuff like that. But there's days where I just feel like I have no control over it. It's just difficult. You just can't switch off because you've just heard something, or there's something that you feel like you could have done more about. There's something that you feel like is unfair that is happening to a client. There's a service provider who's not being lenient with you at all, and you're just struggling to switch off about that. So I think it's just an ongoing thing, and each day you learn something new. Each day you learn how to manage and cope better. And I think it's just important to know when to do a bit more around self-care and when to take a break. And generally for me, I think it's mainly in my body. I tend to get really tensed around my neck when I'm starting to get stressed out, so my shoulders are like that. And so when I become aware of that, then I know that okay, it's time to take a break. And for me, breaks, there's different types of breaks. There's the ones that I have to take at work every couple of hours. I do have a reminder on my calendar to sort of remind me when to take a break, and I think I'm quite aware. So it's generally like my neck gets really tensed, or I feel physically tired even though I haven't done anything that's like a physical activity. And the last kind of break that I would say I like to do is like a career break. So not necessarily from social work, but just changing the field that I'm in. So currently I'm in trauma. I've been doing that for nearly 3 years now. So very soon I'll be ready for a career break. I'll be ready to move away from that subject of trauma to something else, and I think that's really important as well to be aware of. I think for me, what tells me that it's time to take a break from my career is from my field, not my career, is when I feel like I know everything there is to know in that current role that I'm in, as well as when I feel like I'm not as motivated as I was before. So those are all things that tell me that it's time to kind of move on and do something else. And I think trauma is quite heavy. Hopefully I can get into something a little more chill. I've actually thought about becoming a florist or something after this job because of the heaviness of it, but we'll see. I try to take a break as often as I can, really, at work. If it's just getting up and getting a cup of tea, talking to someone, just getting up and stretching, whatever that looks like, you know. I think sometimes I can just get so consumed and get into my case notes, and it's like I'm trying to get through this, you know, I'm not getting up, but you know, it never ends. There's always something. So I've just got to take a break when I need to take a break. I take holidays quite often. After work, I do try to at least sneak in like 10 minutes of meditation before I fall asleep. But sometimes I fall asleep whilst I'm doing it, but it's okay. At least I try. Taking mental health days, that's really important, you know. Take a day off when you're not even sick and just like relax, you know. Currently I'm obsessed with Narcos on Netflix, so that's what I'm watching at the moment. So yeah, if I had a day off, that's probably what I'll be doing all day. Yoga, reading, those are all really good things. They help to calm my mind.